Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Jody. My husband, David John, and I have a small farm in the panhandle of North Idaho, and these are our stories and adventures. So on to today's adventures. Oh yeah, welcome to Moose Flats Farm. So I'm going to roll some time lapse. So, what do you guys think I purchased? Any guesses out there? If you guessed a peacock, you are correct. Why? One, we've kind of always played back and forth about wanting to get peafowl. So I was on Facebook. I belong to this one group, North Idaho Chickens, and there was this lady that had a peacock, which is a male peacock. He is about 4 months old, so I just went and picked him up this morning. Her message had been on there for several days when I finally responded. If I don't ask, I'll never know. And she luckily still had him. So kind of got the brooder switched around for him. She has been kind of trying to tame him and his siblings, the ones that she kept, by handling him. So I figure being in the smaller enclosure for right now until he gets used to us will be a really good place for him. Once winter gets here and the chickens are just chickens here and he's relatively used to us, so probably here just in a couple weeks, he will be released into the chicken flock because the whole area will be enclosed, so he won't be able to fly out. And yes, I have clipped one of his wings. So let me see if I can get him out of this tote and show you what he looks like. And another benefit about having him in the brooder, because I was going to put him in the hoop house with the peppers and get the peppers all cleaned out of there. Reason I changed my mind on that is he's a lot smaller than I thought he was going to be. And two, in the brooder, I can close my door and I have an area that if he gets out of the brooder, I can easily catch him until he gets really used to us. Whoa. Yeah. But here is our new addition. Yeah. Oh, and those wings are sharp. baby. Like I said, he's not used to me at all. But he sure is pretty. You are pretty. Look at the little crown. Look at his colors. I think he's going to be a real cool addition to Moose Flats Farm. Aren't you, little one? Yeah. Gotta get a picture for Daddy. So I have gone through and gotten him a water dish and some feed that is specifically designed for like doing peacocks and some scratch. Gonna leave the GoPro on time lapse for a little bit, shut the door, kind of let him get settled in. And the lemon cockaroos are not going to be happy that they can't get in here tonight. But like I said, for the first week or so, I'm just going to have him in here by himself. So in the time lapse when I was setting this up, you saw that I was putting box wire down on the floor and then the cement stones on top of it. The reason for that is we have given the eviction notice to the skunks. He sounds so cute. We've caught 3 already. Gonna take you around back of the chicken coop and David John's shed and show you what we've done to try to eliminate them digging in under that way. And it's one of those, I can't completely seal up the chicken pen itself until I know for sure they are no longer under my part of the shed that I'm standing on. So we'll go out and I'll show you that. Here we are on the back side of the chicken coop. We call this no man's land. It's about a 12 foot strip between excuse me, our property and our neighbor's property. We have gone through and behind the shed cleared about a 5 foot strip of the vegetation and took the fence that was up here and have laid it down on the ground. It comes out about 4 feet. Right here where all the rocks are is the chicken coop part. Let's see. And you can kind of see right there, that hole. yesterday when we put this up, that was all full of shavings. Ooh, I found another spot that they were trying to get out and couldn't. And so we have one in there, and it looks like there's one underneath David John's side of his shed. As you see, all this ground is disturbed. And there's a hole right there that wasn't there last night. But it looks like they kind of dug all through here trying to get out, but with all the logs and rocks, they had to go back under there. So it's a good thing I came out to check, because now that means another spot we're going to have to be kind of paying attention to. So let's go back on the other side and kind of go over what our plans are for in the chicken coop itself. So don't mind the chicken, but you can see right there underneath the nesting boxes is where they're going in at night. Hi, little one. So what our plan is, we're going to go through and remove all the shavings and everything from in here. Pull this next nest box off for a little bit, but then run box wire down, dig down a little deeper than what they're doing there, and run box wire down and get it attached. Probably throw some rocks and logs along the box wire itself in there, and then refill it with shavings. So it's like I was saying, so that's why I put the box wire and the stepping stones on the floor of the brooder, just as to eliminate them being able to easily get up and get stuck in there. So what do you think we should name him? I'm sure Dad will have some good ideas. Hi, little guy. Okay, so I actually think I'm going to work on getting the plastic up around, just starting to get the birds ready for winter. So, whoa. Definitely like last year where I have the blue tarp that's just right now protecting the grapes. Gonna do the opaque plastic on, I think it's gonna wind up this winter being all the way around with overlap right here is where I come in here in the winter. But because a lot of these Orloffs are not used to this being home, they're still wanting to roost out there, and it doesn't matter if it's pouring down rain or whatnot. So I want to be able to completely close this in, and so that way they just start learning that this is where they need to roost and this is where they need to be. So I did decide to give the little peacock a friend. Gave him one of the little lemon, or no, not little, lemon cockaroo rooster. Even though he's got all these buddies right there, haven't seen him eat or drink, and maybe having a friend in here with him will help him figure it out. So I did get the chicken run covered area tarped in. Still have to clean up the pretty blue tarp, but definitely lets a lot more light than the blue tarp did. And I have enough overlap for these two that I am able to completely close it in and start training these crazy Orloffs to roost in here. And on the clear shed for the ducks, got this side completely covered. I did wind up just doing a double layer on it. May not be the prettiest, but since all its job is to be a windbreak, I figured the double layer will really help there. And it still lets in some light, not as much as if it was a single. But I'm thinking right here, let's give you a better angle. From the side of this shed and along there, since all the snow and everything falls off that and just makes a muddy mess. I'm thinking about getting a tarp to kind of tarp this area, just trying to create some dry spots for in the winter, because right now the place up the road had a bunch of free pallets, so I grabbed all I could the other night coming home. And in the mud slop area, kind of built me a dry pathway to get to the goose pen or from the goose pen. As the wind comes up. But without doing any major ground reconstruction, we just have to deal with the muddy mess. Because it's like right there, you see how it's not muddy? David John took the shovel and scraped the top layer of mud mess off, and the ground is quite literally, even with all the rain we've gotten, is bone dry underneath. So not sure exactly how to fix this mess, so it will be a yearly fall project that we need to get working on. So I'll probably just leave that one lemon cockeroo in there for tonight to be a friend. Tomorrow catch a different one, put him in there, just kind of rotate him through there so the little peacock's not always by himself, but at least the lemon cockeroo showed him where the food was, so that's very cool. And then maybe later tonight when it starts getting darker and bedtime, the lemon cockeroo will, because I've got a couple roosts set up in there, will show the peacock where to get up to roost for the night. So this is where I'm going to end today's video. I hope you have a good day and a good week, and I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. And we're going to learn how to raise a baby turkey. And we're going to learn how to raise a baby peacock. It's always an adventure. Bye for now.